Get Elro down there, boy. Still raining? Yeah, hog and bones. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in still wet, South Georgia. Oh man, Saturday morning, man. First time we cut on Saturday all year that I can remember. Other than maybe going to do a cleanup or a, you know, a one-time deal or something like that, as far as trying to cut the schedule. So anyway, that's what it is. We're going down to the college, and of course, if they don't do no more than this, that's not a problem. That's just a little sprinkle. That kind of stuff don't bother us a bit. Even a light rain don't really bother us. It just makes things a little more aggravating when you're somewhere like the college, because you got so much sidewalk to edge, and then you get that dirt on the edge and it gets damp and it's harder to blow off. But other than that, we cut all day long in this stuff. So that's what we're doing. Elro Mow and 003 are up there ahead of me. I brought my little setup too, because it's better to have three mowers out there at the college. It just makes things quick. 3 people with 2 mowers cannot do it as fast as 3 people with 3 mowers, even though you got all that edging and trimming and all of that. But it probably makes an hour's difference. There they are up there. It probably makes an hour's difference, you know, in the time that you there having the extra mower. And that's an hour, you know, that's 3 hours. That's an hour times 3 people. All right, we are here. This ain't nothing y'all ain't ever seen before. So the guys went down, they had to go get some non-ethanol. They fill up we fill up at different stations. Now you might say, why do y'all do that? Well, because I have these 2 trucks listed separate for accounting purposes, and rather than try to look at which card was used, it's just easier if I take and use different stations. So they basically use 1 or 2 stations all the time, and then I got 1 or 2 that I use. And so when I'm doing my credit card, I go, okay, that was the F-150, you know. Because sometimes you put enough in the mowers, you could get confused even how much was in the truck, how much was in the mowers, because I just put $42 in them. And, you know, if my truck was on 3/8 of a tank and I filled it up, or half a tank anyway, that's probably what I'd put on it. It's already raining, man. It don't look too bad, though. Get out and get with it, man. An hour and 15 minutes into a 4-hour mow. Oh, man. Soaking wet. I was way on the other side of the building with the trimmer when it started. Elro and 003, they're still around there under the awnings. They just found a place to, you know, park the mower and try to stay dry. Well, try to keep from getting absolutely, totally, absolutely soaking wet, you know. There comes 003. Look at him. You know why they come running? I sent them a message. I said, hey, let's go eat breakfast. Let's go eat breakfast, man. They ready to go now. Man, that boy heard food. He heard food.
Huh?
You heard food?
Yeah.
All right, man, let me get this stuff put up. Man, what are we? Gotta go down to Hog and Bone. Hog and Bone. He got them headphones on, ain't paying a bit of attention. Hog and Bone. All right. Elro still got his headphones on. Hold on, let me wipe y'all off. All right, man. Rain's getting worse now. Problem is, it's supposed to stop in about 30-45 minutes, but look at that out there. That's soaking wet. But this is one of those, when it's wet, we just cut what we can cut, you know. So, anyway, let me get my seatbelt on, Josh. All right, man. We're gonna go get something to eat, and we'll check back with y'all. There's a Elro down there, boy. Still raining? Yeah, Hog and Bones. He went light this morning. Y'all already done ate?
Yeah.
He got up and ate early this morning. All right, we back rolling, man. Ate us a good breakfast. Sat around there for, well, we quit cutting about an hour ago. It looks like the band of rain is gone. We have in the back of this property, we probably got about, maybe 4 acres, and I mean, it's about as hard as this asphalt out here. So if we may get on back there and cut that. It looks like I said, it looks like the rain's gone, and if it is, get a fast stop here. If it is gone, we'll go ahead and cut the back and get the front. The front out there is hard enough to cut for the most part. There's going to be some areas we can't do, but there's going to be some areas we couldn't do even if it hadn't rained. But for the most part, that ground out there is pretty solid. All right, it's 12:11. Nice and sunny out. We got all that cut. We do have just a little bit up here, down in this corner. I don't know if y'all be able to see it. There's water standing, and over there under those trees. Now, what we normally do under those circumstances, and they don't have any issue with it, you know, I've talked to the maintenance supervisor, we cut what we can when we come. And but now what'll happen on that, we'll probably swing back by here Monday. If the water's gone, we'll probably go ahead and just run over those little areas real quick. And here's the reason why. Next week looks just as wet as this week, and so we don't want to, you know, if we have the opportunity to get on it and cut it, we want to go ahead and do it versus, you know, being 3 weeks before we get out there in that low area. So now that grass grows pretty slow out there. It's not really a big deal one way or another, but me and 003 gonna work Monday, and we're gonna try to, we got about probably 7 or 8 properties that we didn't get to this week, and so Monday we're gonna go knock them out. And that's the reason we come and did the college today, because there was just no way 2 guys at the college, especially on the day that they're there, you're probably gonna be there knocking on 6 hours, and one of the other ones we got to cut a 5 acre, one of the other ones is a 4 acre, so there was just no way. Elro has some appointments on Monday. He tries to make all that kind of stuff on Monday because we don't typically cut on Monday, and that's definitely something we're going to change going into next season. Though we're going to have the schedule built up enough to where we're gonna cut Monday through Thursday, and then we'll let Friday be the Friday will be the day, the makeup day, instead of Saturday or the next Monday. And a couple of reasons. One is it's better for the guys. I hate people having to work on Saturday. These guys are good about it. In fact, we almost left when it was raining this morning, and I said, well, I'll just go back this afternoon if it dries out, and I'll cut. And so they was like, just let us know when you're going and we'll go. And then the rain kind of slacked off, so we decided to go ahead and try it. But they're really good. Got some great guys, that work with me. And I say with me, we're a team, so I took them, bought them breakfast this morning while we kind of waited it out. And usually, even if they come to the house like yesterday, and I know it ain't a lot, but yesterday they came to the house, and we kind of got to looking like, ugh. And I just made the decision that, we're not going to be able to do anything. And so I went ahead and paid them my hour. I know that ain't a lot, but it's something, because I should have said, hey, an hour before, I should have went ahead and made the decision, text them, just say, hey, look, we ain't gonna work. But I kind of waited to the last minute on it just to see what was gonna happen. And so anyway, and usually if we go out and work, I pay them usually a minimum of a couple of hours regardless. Like and there have been times we left the house and 30 minutes in, the bottom falls out. We have to turn around and go back home, and I usually go ahead and pay them 2 hours for that. So, at least the guys that are on hourly. Now, Elrose, his is a little different. He's salary. So he gets paid the same thing all year long, regardless of if we work, if we don't work. Off months is the same as the busy months. But it's a blessing to have people like that. You try to take care of them best you can. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Next year, I'm probably going to cut. We may still do the college on Friday, because that's just pure convenience for us to do it then. And if we don't have anything else to cut on Friday, we can go out there and knock that thing out in 2 hours. Just take both trucks, run out there, run over it real quick. Or if the guys want some extra hours or whatever, then I can send 3 of them out there, and they can they can be out there for 4 hours or whatever. But I had been working Fridays because of 002. Well, 002 now has gotten him another job, and he's working a lot there, and sometimes he even needs to get off at lunch to be able to go in there. And he's getting ready. He'll finish school, I think, in the fall. And so he won't be with us, I wouldn't think. And so that was his only full day off, and so I kind of saved Fridays, so he could get him, depending on the day, anywhere between 6 and 10 hours. All right, boys and girls, that is the second one. It's 1:30. How about that? 2 yards at 1:30 and be okay if you started at 12. Not when you started at 7, though. But in fairness, we have done 15.5 acres. So anyway, I think that's about it. I don't even want to mess with no more. It's Saturday. It'll be 2 o'clock by the time I get home. I'll only regret this if I wake up Monday morning and it's raining. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is part of why I do this. Try to clean this out. Now that's just a little rotten one. But there's a stick in there, piece of wood. That gets on that belt, it'll mess that belt up. All right, I'm gonna finish cleaning it up and I'll show you when we get done. All right, there she is, pretty clean now, huh? I did spray a little bit of super clean on it, just to knock some of that gunk off. I mean, the super clean does a good job now, I can tell you. So anyway, I get this and put it on the shelter. Gotta go get the Super Z off the trailer and get it cleaned off, and then I'll be done. All right, there we go. All cleaned up, man. All cleaned up. Seat belt. Need to get my truck cleaned up. Well, I think that's going to do it for the video today. So, hey, appreciate y'all tuning in for the ride along and yap along, or whatever you want to call it. And hope you enjoyed the video. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.